guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for joining me today. It is almost, well, it's almost Friday. Maybe some of you it is Friday. Maybe some of you it's already the weekend. Maybe some of you it's even further in the future. But either way, hopefully the next update 2.0, patch 2.0 has not been dropped yet, because today I want to go ahead and look at everything that we know so far, kind of just share my opinion. This is all public information already. I have not spoken one word about this next update because I want to take a little bit of time to kind of digest and honestly just see if there's anything else, right? Because they keep adding like a little bit here and there. This is as of a day ago from the time of this recording, this information. So let's go ahead and start with the Bazaar, which they're going to be adding to the game to kind of pair with Tag Team Arena, which currently it's cool and all. But I don't know, am I the only one not using like barely any of my tokens? I don't even know why they expanded 5 to 10 tokens right now in the Tag Team Arena. I know that it's good for the Bazaar when they actually add it, but right now I'm probably fighting one time a day maybe in the Bazaar right now, or in Tag Team, because there is no Bazaar. There's really no big reason other than trying to progress to get those end game artifacts or whatever at the end of whenever the heck the end is. I don't know if they gave us a timeline on that. Either way, today we're going to focus on the concrete, facts in terms of what we know coming up. I'm going to share, again, my unfiltered opinion with you guys. So, the Bazaar. Basically a way to use the gold bars that we farm from Tag Team Arena in this shop. I think it's a good idea to add this shop. I'm glad they're adding this shop. I wish this shop would have been added a little bit closer to the time that they actually gave us the tag team, right? Because it's a little bit, like I said, kind of, it feels like a weird, I don't know, like dead feature inside the game before it's even been fully released. But I understand, whatever, right? So as long as it works, then it's good. But I do have some issues, right? So Tag Team Arena, I do have some clarity too on in terms of how many gold bars you can get. So everything costs gold bars in the Bazaar, right? So you go there, you can buy energy, 300 energy for 1,000 gold bars, XP, brew, that it looks like it's either a mystery or it can be used on any champion, I guess. Rare skill tome, a 3-star chicken, like whatever, right? Ancient shard, and some silver. And then as you progress, this is bronze tier. And then you can see silver tier if you follow my cursor up here. And then you go down and it just keeps getting better and better in terms of the rewards. Eventually you can get legendary skill books. You can get sacred shards and rank 5 chickens. You can get void shards in the silver. So I imagine that hopefully at least silver should be obtainable for even free-to-play players, assuming that you've been playing for a while in the game. And in terms of gold, it all comes down to the cost. There's two things we want to talk about here in terms of the negatives, right? Or the positives, depending on how you look at them. Well, the negatives is a clear negative is I don't understand why this is not just available to everybody in the game, right? Why is it locked out if you're not part of silver or gold or even platinum tiers, if there is a platinum tier? I don't get it. Why is it bad for somebody who's just starting the game to save up 24,000 gold bars if they choose to do so to get one sacred shard? I really hope, Plarium, if you're watching right now, and I provided this feedback along with a bunch of other content creators in the game, along with a bunch of other stuff too. Maybe I'll make another video talking about all the feedback that I've given recently on behalf of you guys commenting on not just my videos, but other content creators as well. We try to really continuously echo your feedback to Plarium directly. And listen, there's a lot of things that need to be improved in the game. There's a lot of things that are great in the game. I think that I am not the only one. I want so badly to be excited and to love this game, right? I just think that we need a little bit more, and we'll talk about that as we go on in this video. So without rambling too much, I don't understand, why do they have to be locked, right? Why do they have to be locked? Who cares? It's not going to affect the bottom line for Plarium, really. I mean, if it's going to take you forever to farm up 24,000 gold bars, go ahead and do so. Who cares, right? I don't see any reason for the locks, honestly. I hope they unlock everything. Everything's available to everybody. It's going to take longer to farm, depending on where you are. Who cares, right? For winning a battle in Tag Team Arena, in gold tier, so in this tier, the where you get the sacred shards and the legendary books and the 5-star chickens, you get 5 gold bars per match. So you get 15 per total match 5 per battle, I guess is the best way to put it. If you win all 3 battles, you get 15 gold bars. That puts it at 1,050, if my math is correct, gold bars max that you can get a week, right? Yes, 15 times 10 times 7, so 1,050 gold bars that you can get a week. Let me just redo that. 15 times 7 is 150, times 7 is 1,000. Okay, that's right. So 1,050 a week equals about 4,000 bars a month. So free-to-play players, 24,000 bars would take you like months to save up for as is. That's not enough, man. I hate to be a hater. You guys know me, man. I'm not about, like, if I was, and I said this before, and some of you, like, take issue with it in the comments, like, dude, I apologize you don't agree with me, but don't watch my YouTube channel. What do I care, you know? But, like, I'm not gonna, if I hate the game so much, I'm not one of those people who are just gonna, like, constantly shit on the game that I like and I cover every day on YouTube. This is not even my main job, you know what I'm saying? If I hate the game, I'm just gonna stop uploading it, right? But if you're looking for me to just like constantly hate on the game, it's the wrong channel. But I'm not afraid to also point out areas of obviously need a huge improvement in the game. And one thing is that the rewards are just a bit low. Now keep in mind, that's free to play. Free to play will get 1,000 gold bars, assuming you win every match too. That's a huge assumption. But if you spend to refill your 10, whatever they call it, the green tokens, right? If you spend for those, then you're looking at, obviously you could do it in a week. You could farm sacred shards and legendary books, but then it goes back into pay to win, right? Where you're just paying for your legendary skill tomes and your new accessories and your sacred shards. I wish they would bump it up just a little bit in terms, and that's gold tier too. I like the bazaar. I would like to see a little bit of tweakage done to the rewards and unlock everything. Just unlock everything. What does it matter? New accessories. 2 new accessory types will be made available in Bazaar. At first I saw these accessories and like an idiot, I was like, wow, 3 new accessory slots. That's gonna be amazing for progression. We're gonna add them. No. They're just accessories, just like we normally have accessories in the game. There's a ring, there's an amulet, there's a banner, Ash. Calm down. I don't know why. Am I alone there? I thought these were going to be new accessories, meaning a new accessory slot on every champion. That's not the case. They're just new accessories that give bonuses, kind of like you have a speed set on your artifacts and it gives you extra bonuses, or whatever. They do the same sort of thing. So they have a refresh and a cleansing set. If you get three artifacts, they stack too. If you have one of these, it gives you a 5% chance. 2, 10, 3, 15 with 1, 2, or 3 accessories equipped to prevent a skill from going on cooldown after use. So if you have 3 of these refresh accessories on your champion, you farm 3 of these things, or you buy them in the bazaar, however they're made available. It actually says, right? I think it says it below where they'll be available. I'll tell that in a second when I see it. I think they said it's special events and the bazaar. So the refresh one is pretty cool. 15% chance to prevent a skill from going on cooldown after use is actually pretty good. And then the cleansing has an 8, 16, or 24% chance, depending on how many are equipped, to remove 1 random debuff from the wearer each turn. I don't like that one. Which one do you like better? I like refresh just a little bit more. Cleansing, not bad, 25% chance each turn to remove 1 random debuff. Not bad. Are they worth it though? Like, I wish there was like crit damage, right? Like, oh, plus 3 or whatever, 4, 8, 12 crit damage or even more, that'd be more enticing to me, but I can't complain. I do like the new accessories, just not a game changer, I like them, not a game changer. I would like to see more than just 2 sets. Daily login update. It'd be cool, like counterattack accessories, right? Daily login rewards update. So this is the new champions they'll be adding to the daily login rewards. We got Grush, or Rush, I guess, if it's silent. Grush the Mangler, Epic Affinity Spirit, or Epic Rarity Spirit Affinity defense-based champion. He's an Ogren Tribe champion. Kind of a cool look to him, at least on the avatar. He has 2 AoE attacks defense-based. I like that, right? Faction Crypt Aura, kind of whatever. Attacks all enemies, has a chance of placing 60% chance of placing and I'm assuming you can book this up hopefully to 100%. Decrease attack and decrease crit damage debuff for 2 turns. Not bad on a 5-turn cooldown. Let's see if we can get that down to a 3. And then on a 6-turn cooldown, Smothering Swath. running out of ability names, are we? Smothering Swath ability attacks all enemies, has a continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns, places 2 continuous heals if at least 1 enemy is hit with a critical hit. Easy enough, right? So not a bad support champion. Interesting with the debuffs, has a leech on the A1 too. Defense based. Potentially seeing it being a clan boss support champion as well with a decreased attack on the A2 and a leech on the A1. I like that champion. Tanix Hate Flower. Rarity Epics Force, support Demon Spawn. Attacks 2 times at random, heals all allies by 3% of this champion's HP with each target under decreased speed. Meh. I would love it if it was just like heals by 3%, period, right? Kind of like a Bad L. That's not going to be a lot of healage, even if they are under decreased speed. You'd have to build her with a lot of HP as well. Attacks 1 enemy, 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 targets. Has a 50% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff on all enemies for 2 turns if the attack is critical. Probably on a 3-turn when booked. It's a 1 enemy too. Decreases the damage received by all allies by 5% as a passive. This champion will receive that damage instead. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only 1 will activate. I don't like it. I don't like the champion. Very underwhelmed by Tanix Hate Flower. What about you guys? Am I wrong? Let me know. Visix the Unbound, a legendary Void champion. You guys know, I'm going to repeat it one more time. I hate when they add legendary Void champions that are not God mode because they water down the champion pool at Void. Legendary, which are the most rare champions inside the entire game. They did it with, what's his face? Why am I drawing a blank on the defensive base champion from the daily login rewards? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Well, they did it with him, and now it looks like they're doing it again, potentially. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10%. Fills this champion's turn meter equal to the amount of the target's loss. Not a bad A1. On the A2, attacks all enemies. 75% chance of placing a decreased speed for 2 turns. All about speed, right? Places a shield buff on this champion equal to 20% of the target's max HP for 2 turns. Not a bad ability, assuming you can book it down to 3 turns. Places a provoke. It is a defense-based champion as well, so damage based on defense, I'm assuming. Places a provoke debuff on the target for for 1 turn. Also places an ally protect buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. I guess if it's on a 3-turn cooldown, it's not a bad champion, just not a great champion. It's not like it's Whirlwind Frost King. Whirlwind Frost King is a champion that I couldn't think of. I apologize. And then defense and faction crypts by 37%. Good for Dark Elf faction crypts. Honestly, it is a free champion, but not nearly as good as Scylla the Drakes, in my opinion. I would rank it maybe like a C grade champion. What would you rate this champion? I give her. I give her a C. Champion Fragments. Actually really like this one, guys. Tired of performing elaborate shamanic rituals to appease the RNG gods and summon the specific champion you want? This new feature is made for you. From now on, you will be able to earn champion fragments through events and tournaments through a list of in-game activities providing and they may be expanded in the future, the way that you can get champion fragments. So it looks like they'll be adding these champion fragments you can collect, and they'll be indefinitely stored on your account. You'll be able to access them via the portal in the Fragment tab section. There you can see how many fragments you have of various champions, and should you reach 100, you can summon that champion. Love it, right? I wonder how many, is this gonna be fragments for every champion in the game? Or very limited? I don't know the answer to that question. I've seen some leaks out there that it seems like there'll be like 15 or so champions at first that you can kind of farm. I like this a lot though, because it gives them something of value, because the events, when they gave us a Sacred Shard in the Dragon Tournament, this is one of the feedbacks that I gave to Plarium recently. I loved it, right? I mean, sure, not everybody's gonna have the opportunity to get that sacred shard. I think it was at like 6,000 points or 7,000 points. It was difficult to get, but then they took it away. There's gotta be an amount. Like, why not just keep tiering the rewards up so you can save your energy if you want to, right? And I know this is not very appealing to free-to-play players out there. It's not the best solution in the game. There needs to be better rewards in general. I hear you on that. But at the same time, if you want to save your energy and go all out and farm a couple legendary books or a sacred shard or two, I mean, one thing that I wish Plarium would understand a little bit more is the long-term vision of the pay structure of their game, the economics of their game. I think that if they actually make sacred shards more available, they'll end up making more money in the long run, right? Because they'll give people more things to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're pulling legendary champions, if you increase the rate of where the average player can pull a legendary champion, they're doing this with champion fragments, so I'm applauding them for that, right? They do have Horden, though, who's an epic champion. But if they had like every legendary where you could just farm them by shards, by fragments, it would in turn create player retention higher. They'd be playing the game longer because the more you feel like you have invested in the game, the longer or the less likely you're going to be to quit the game psychologically. And the more things you have to upgrade, the longer you're going to try to actually upgrade them, right? So I think that making legendary champions, making sacred shards, making legendary books more accessible is actually a win fiscally for Plarium. I don't understand why they don't get that. Otherwise, people are just going to get frustrated and quit the game, and you're going to have a very high player turnover base, which they have right now. So those are my thoughts, though. I do think that depending on how many champions we can collect fragments for, it gives us a really good opportunity to actually selectively farm champions. Okay, there's a fragment available for Krisk the Ageless in this event. I'm going to go all out in that event so I can actually farm these champions. So those are my thoughts. I love the champion fragments idea. Let's see how it's implemented. Those are my candid thoughts on the update, guys, on the new patch. A tiers tab will be added to the Tag Team Arena. It will display all available tiers and you can in your current placement. Cool. Arena rewards button will be added on the arena map. Tapping it to bring up a detailed information of the available arena rewards. That's cool. Long requested moderators will appear in the game chat. I never use the global game chat. I only talk to my clan, no one else. So don't care. Important note: AI changes. Some of you guys might care though. I'm not like poo-pooing the idea. I just don't personally care. AI changes will stop Arbiter from attacking rank 1 champions instead of filling the. Okay, that's kind of a bug that kind of a glitch that people are taking advantage of. There also is like the cheating issue at top Platinum Arena. This might be a controversial statement, but I don't think it's cheating. Basically, what people do is this: they have their buddy, one person in their clan, essentially in high-end Platinum Arena, which probably only 1% of you guys listening care about. But if you do care, this is what they do: they have them kind of everybody refreshes their arena tab, right, until they get that person on their list. Then they don't attack towards the end of the season until the last like 10 minutes of the season, and then they all click on that person and they all lose purposely to that person. Ergo, that person vaults up the standings and they, oftentimes make top 5, top 30, whatever of Platinum Arena. It's shady and it's disgusting that that's allowed in the game, but I don't think it's cheating. I've always been a firm believer. I've been covering mobile games for over almost 7 years now. I've always been a firm believer that the onus here is on the developer to fix these kind of loopholes. Hacking, I'm against, like going into the client code and doing things like that. Like, I am against that. Like, people who farm without animations on to farm faster and stuff, I'm more against that sort of stuff than really getting into the game and hacking. But taking advantage of loopholes, although I don't personally do it, I would never advocate people do it, and I don't like that people do it. But I don't think they should be banned or anything like that. I think that's on Plarium, personally, my stance, to fix those loopholes and make a game with a certain level of veracity around its competitive kind of viability that at least let players have the opportunity to play on a fair and even playing field. But aside from actually hacking, I don't think that's cheating. I think it's taking advantage of loopholes. Maybe I'm playing a semantic game here, but I do think the onus is on Plarium to act here. And the players who take advantage of it, as a developer, you should understand that if there's any loopholes in your game, there are going to be a group of players that take advantage of that to win. Okay, so those are my thoughts on the update, guys. What do you think on this update? I don't even think it says when it's coming. So I don't even know when it's coming. And where's the Battle Pass, man? I really want the Battle Pass back, and I'll keep you guys abreast of any changes coming or any additions to this update content that we covered today. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end of the video, guys. I really appreciate you. If you like the content here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Have a great week or weekend if you're watching this in the future. And as always, take care, guys.